The first round of the 2026 Intercontinental GT Challenge is about to get underway. Let's talk a little bit about the Bathurst 12 Hours, otherwise known as the Maguire's Bathurst 12 Hour, because Maguire's is sponsoring it once again this year. We'll start off the schedule. I'll go through it in AEDT, which is the local time, Australia East Daylight Time, and then I'll move it across to UTC or GMT. So as I'm recording this on Wednesday evening UK, that means that they're just about to get ready for the Tractor Town activity, and then you'll get things like track walks, briefings and organised meetings. On the Friday at 7:20 local time, so if you're in the UK, it's 8:20 PM on Thursday, you got the Ferrari Challenge practice. The sports cars and sedans follows just afterwards. Practice 1 for the Bathurst 12 Hours is at 8:45 AM. In Australia and in the UK, that would be 9:45 PM on Thursday. It's followed by Ferrari Challenge Practice 2. If any of these sessions are able to be watched, they'll be watchable on the GT World YouTube channel. Then Practice 2 for the bronze drivers for the Bathurst 12 Hours is at 11 o'clock local time. That'll be midnight in the UK, going into Friday. Then you end up with some qualifying after that for the sports cars and sedans and for the Ferrari Challenge. Practice 3, 2:10 local time. And then the first races for these, sports cars and sedans at 3 PM, Ferrari Challenge just before 4 PM. So if you're up at 4 in the morning in the UK on Friday, some racing you can watch. Practice 4 for the Bathurst 12 Hour follows not long after that. Saturday, we'll see race 2 at 7:25 local time, so about 8:30 in the evening on Friday night, for those of you in the UK like myself. Followed by practice 5 at 8 o'clock local. For the 12 hour Ferrari Challenge, qualifying for race 2 is at 9:20 local, and then at 10 o'clock local practice 6. After that, we then start to see the build up for qualifying proper, 1 PM local time, 2 AM in the UK, and that goes through for about an hour or so, which has got the 2 different phases of it. That's followed up at 2:35 local by sports cars and sedans, and then Ferrari Challenge race 2 at 3:25 local time. And you've got the pole shootout just after 4 PM local, so in the UK 5 in the morning on Saturday. And then Sunday's activities. For us over here, it will be mostly through the night. You'll start to see the build-up at around 5 o'clock local time in the morning on Sunday the 15th of February. So for those of us in the UK, that's 6 PM on Saturday night. The race will start about half an hour after the pit exit opens. So you can expect that it will properly start at, 6:45, and then it'll go through to 6:45 AM in the UK. So if you want to wake up early, you can catch it. And after that, you get the podium, and then they start to close down for the remainder of it. Like I said, the first round of the Intercontinental GT Challenge, you can see some people who are entered who are doing the IGTC. Some of them are on the local GT Australia. In the entry list, you have, well, we'll go through in terms of numbers, but in terms of categories, you've got GT4s, GT3s, GT2s, and I believe they are the only class. Oh, you got the IRC GT within the Invitational, because we technically have Invitational for the GT2s here. So, in terms of numbers, you've got the number 2 Chevrolet, that is GT3, and then the number 6 Mercedes AMG. The number 7 Aston Martin Vantage GT4, the number 9 Audi GT3. It's nice to see some Audis competing as well, given that Audi have pretty much ended their works programs or any kind of work support for their F1 program. 14 and 15 both entered by Valente Rosso, but one is an Aston Martin GT3, the other one is a McLaren GT3 Evo. Then you've got the Herbert Porsche. It's a 992.2, I believe. The upgrade package that is coming out for this season should be easier to maintain and also has some remapping and quite a bit of new bodywork, even though you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell it. Number 26 is the first Ferrari 296 on the entry list, with Jackson Evans, Davide Rigon and Daniel Serra. That's quite a strong lineup. As is the Heart of Racing 27 for Roma De Angelis, Edu Barrichello and Ian James. So by being Heart of Racing, and it does have the backing of SPS on it, it's not an Aston, it's a Mercedes-AMG GT3 Evo. WRT have the 32 and the 46, but we'll get to the 46 in a moment. The 32 is for Jordan Pepper, Kelvin Van Linde and Charles Wirtz, former IGTC champions. Method Motorsport McLaren, that's one of the new Artura GT4s. They are new. I think the Artura is in its second year of competition now. And you've got the 44 Mercedes AMG with the likes of Brendan Leach behind the wheel of it, and a Sergio Perez, not to be confused with the Formula 1 driver. Ram Motorsport GWR Australia has another Mercedes. And then, yeah, the 46. Farfus, Marciello, Rossi. That's a star lineup. 47 is another Mercedes AMG GT3. Then you've got the number 50, the Invitational. The first of the Invitationals here, the KTM Crossbow GT2. KTM Vantage Racing with David Crampton, Trent Harrison and Glenn Wood. Then you have another Audi for the number 55. Another Porsche for the number 61. That's got Feller, Heinrich and Bachler behind the wheel of it. And then we get this far down to get to the first Ford. And I believe it looks like the only Ford on the list. The 64 HRT for Olsen, Mies and Feeney. That's quite a nice outfit there for Hout. You've got Olsen, who's a veteran driver, Mies, who's also a veteran driver, and then Brock Feeney as well. You know, the person who was arguably the best in supercars last year. 75 has a strong lineup, Habel, Stoltz and Gunon in the Mercedes, and then the 77, Bamboo Racing Mercedes with Maxi Goetz, Ralph Aaron and Lucas Auer. Tsunami have a Porsche 992. High Class have a Porsche 992 as well. KRC have Max Hess behind the wheel of their BMW. Then you have the Lamborghini Huracan. That's in the middle of a swan song with the Terrario coming along. That's, yeah, the number 93 Wall Racing. Optimum with their 95 McLaren. Then you have the 99 Chevrolet with two Malaysian princes in their four-driver lineup. Grove have got Brenton Grove behind the wheel of the number 100 with Kai Allen from Supercars fame, as with Will Davison. That's a Mercedes there. You saw them doing that in WEC last year. The 101 is an Audi. The 111 is the other Invitational in the IRC GT. Ziggo Sport Tempesta, Ferrari 296, Scott Taylor Motorsport Mercedes with, again, another supercar lineup here. That's quite a big one. You've got champions behind the wheel of that one. You've got Cam Waters, you've got Chaz Mostert, you've got Thomas Randall as well. BRM 268 Audi, the 888, not to be confused with 888, the outfit, obviously. It's a Mercedes Team GMR for Ara Engel, Michael Grenier and Maxime Martin. And then rounding out the entry list is the 911. Unsurprisingly, a Porsche 992. Matt Campbell, Alessio Picciarello and Bastien Bus. That is a strong lineup there. And if we have a look back at the 2025 edition of the Bathurst 12 Hours, it didn't exactly go well for Grove, that one, because I think they were out pretty early on, as were Method Motorsport and the Scott Taylor Motorsport. It was won in the end by WRT in a 1-2 finish. The 46 just about holding off the 75, with the top 5 being rounded out by Arise Racing, who were one of the last cars in the lead lap, as were the 77 Craft Bamboo and the 911 Absolute Racing. So in terms of who to watch out for here, I mean, WRT, definitely, though the BOP could be different this year. I know there are different upgrade packages that we're going to be talking about as well, and different tunes coming in, different setups, and of course conditions could put a spanner in the works, as they absolutely have done in the past at Bathurst as well. But don't be surprised if the lead lap's made up of the pro entries, and then further down you've got your pro-ams, your boxes. Be nice to see invitationals making it to the end unaffected. It'd be nice to see the GT4s have their battle unaffected as well. Either way, folks, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. My review will be out once I'm done watching the event, which could easily be the middle of next week. But until then, thanks for watching, thanks for joining, and until next time, it's bye for now.